Hey you, and welcome to Restful Thoughts. Tonight, there's nowhere you need to be. Nothing to solve, nothing to finish, nothing waiting for your attention. For the next little while, you can simply rest. Take a slow breath in and gently breathe out. Allow your shoulders to soften. Let your jaw relax. And imagine that you are lying beside a quiet lake on a warm summer night. The day has finally come to an end. For hours, the sun filled the world with heat and light. The air shimmered above roads and fields. Birds searched for shade. People moved more slowly beneath the summer sky. But now the evening has arrived. The heat is fading. And in its place comes something softer. A cool breeze drifts across the water. The kind of breeze that feels earned after a long summer day. It brushes gently across your skin. Not cold, not warm. Just enough to remind you that the night has begun. You are lying comfortably on a blanket near the edge of the lake. Above you stretches an endless sky. Dark blue at first, then deeper and deeper still. The first stars have already appeared. Tiny points of silver light scattered across the darkness. The lake mirrors them perfectly. For a moment it is difficult to tell where the water ends and the sky begins. Everything feels calm, still, quiet. You listen. Far away a night bird calls. Somewhere in the reeds insects sing their gentle summer song. Small waves roll softly against the shore. The sound comes and goes, comes and goes, like breathing. Like the steady rhythm of the night itself. You allow yourself to sink deeper into this peaceful place. The earth beneath you feels solid and reassuring. The grass still carries a little warmth from the day. The scent of summer lingers in the air. Fresh water, wild flowers, warm earth cooling beneath the stars. Nothing feels rushed here. The night asks nothing from you. It simply welcomes you. You look upward. More stars are appearing now, hundreds of them, then thousands. The sky seems larger than you remembered, vaster than any building, larger than any city, larger than any thought that has ever troubled you. And as you watch, quiet realization begins to settle inside of you. You are small beneath the sky, not in a frightening way, in a comforting way. Because for a little while, you do not need to carry the weight of the entire world. The stars have existed long before your worries appeared. They shone above ancient forests, above distant oceans, above countless generations of people who looked upward and wondered about their lives. People who had fears, people who had hopes, people who lay awake at night thinking their problems would last forever. Yet time continued to flow. Seasons changed. The stars remained. And somehow life carried them forward, just as it will carry you. A gentle breeze moves across the lake again. The surface rippled softly. The reflected stars dance upon the water. Tiny lights stretching and bending with each movement. You watch them without trying to understand anything, without analyzing, without planning. Simply watching, simply being. The night seems to whisper something very old, a reminder that not every question needs an answer tonight. Not every problem needs solving before sleep. Some things can wait until morning. Some things become clearer when rested eyes look upon them. You have permission to set them down for now. Imagine gathering all your worries into a small wooden boat. Each concern, each unfinished task, each fear about the future, place them gently inside. There is no need to throw them away, no need to fight them. Simply place them in the boat, one by one. Then watch a little boat drifts onto the lake, slowly, quietly, carried by the calm water. It moves farther away, still visible, but no longer resting on your shoulders, no longer demanding your attention. The lake carries it gently into the distance, and you remain here beneath the stars. Breathing slowly, feeling lighter, feeling supported. The sky above continues to expand. The longer you look, the more stars you notice. Entire rivers of light crossing the darkness. Constellations stretching across unimaginable distances. Some of those stars are so far away that their light began traveling toward Earth long before you were born. Perhaps before your parents were born, perhaps before entire generations existed. And somehow that thought feels peaceful. The deadlines, the awkward conversations, the mistakes, the things that seem so large during the day. From up there, they are almost invisible. Not because they do not matter, but because they are only small part of a much larger story. The story continues. And tonight is simply one page, one quiet page beneath a sky full of stars. The breeze grows a little cooler. You pull a soft blanket closer around yourself. The fabric feels comforting, safe. The kind of comfort that reminds you of simpler moments. Summer evenings from years ago, long sunsets, smell of grass, the sound of distant laughter, moments when life felt uncomplicated. Those moments are not gone, they still exist inside you, waiting quietly beneath the noise of everyday life. The lake knows this, the stars know this, and perhaps tonight you remember it too. You do not have to become someone different before you deserve peace. You do not have to finish everything before you rest. You do not have to earn this moment. The night offers it freely. The stars shine for everyone. The breeze touches everyone. The lake reflects the sky without asking anything in return. And so you rest, listening, breathing, watching, feeling yourself become softer with every passing minute. The world continues turning. The stars continue shining. The water continues moving. And for this beautiful summer night, that is enough. As you continue lying beside the lake, the night becomes even quieter. The last traces of daylight have disappeared. The horizon has softened into darkness. The world seems to be made of only a few simple things now. The sky, the water, the stars. The gentle rhythm of your breathing. And somehow that feels like enough. You notice how rarely life becomes this simple. Most days are filled with movement, decisions, responsibilities, conversations, notifications, lists of things that need attention. Even during moments of rest, the mind often continues running, thinking, planning, remembering, worrying. Yet here beside the lake there is nothing asking for your attention. The night does not need anything from you. The stars do not expect anything from you. The water does not care about your unfinished tasks. It simply moves, wave after wave, breath after breath, moment after moment. And perhaps there isn't something beautiful in that. You watch a single star reflected upon the water. The reflection stretches across the tiny ripples, breaking apart, coming together again, breaking apart, coming together again, just like thoughts. A worry arrives and fades. A memory appears, then drifts away. A feeling rises, then settles once more. Nothing stays forever. Not even the things that sometimes feel permanent. You remember difficult days you once believed would never end, moments that felt impossible, conversations that kept replaying in your mind, decisions that seemed overwhelming, yet somehow you moved through them. One day became another, one sunrise followed the next. And eventually those moments became memories. The same is true for things you carry now. They too will change. They too will become part of the path behind you. You do not need to know how. You do not need to solve them tonight. You only need to rest. A breeze drifts through the tall grass. You hear the soft rustling around you. The sound feels ancient, as though the earth itself is whispering. Not words, not advice, just a gentle reminder everything is moving exactly as it should. The stars continue their journey across the sky. The moon follows its path. The water follows the shape of the shore. And your life follows its own path as well. You may not always see where it leads. Few people do. Yet somehow the path continues unfolding, one step at a time, one season at a time, 1 year at a time. You look upward once more. The stars seem endless now. Thousand upon thousands, some bright, some faint, some barely visible at all, and yet each one contributes to the beauty of the sky, just as every moment contributes to your life. The joyful moments, the difficult moments, the ordinary moments, the unexpected moments. Together they form something larger than any single experience. Together they form your story. The lake remains perfectly calm. And for a while you simply watch the stars. No thinking, no analyzing, only watching, only breathing, only being. You begin to imagine how this place will look tomorrow morning. The first light touching the water, mist rising above the lake, birds greeting the dawn, the warmth of a new day beginning. Yet, that moment is not here yet. The morning can wait. Tomorrow can wait. Right now, there is only this peaceful night, only this gentle stillness, only this quiet summer breeze. And as you rest beneath the stars, something inside you begins to soften. The need to control everything, the need to understand everything, the need to carry everything. Slowly, gently, like ice melting beneath sunlight, you realize how much energy it takes to hold on to every concern. How exhausting it can be to constantly prepare for things that may never happen. To replay conversations, to imagine worst-case scenarios, to search endlessly for certainty. Yet, certainty is not what brings peace. Presence brings peace. This moment brings peace. The cool air, the scent of summer, the sound of water, the stars above, the earth beneath you. Everything you need is already here. You take another slow breath. And as you exhale, You feel everything sinking deeper into comfort. The blanket feels softer. The air feels calmer. Your thoughts grow quieter. The night seems to wrap around you like a gentle embrace. Protective, safe, peaceful. Far across the lake you notice a tiny light. Perhaps a distant cabin. Perhaps a lantern. Perhaps someone else enjoying the beauty of the night. You imagine them looking at the same stars, feeling the same breeze, listening to the same water. And for a moment you feel connected to something larger. Not alone, never truly alone. Connected to every person who has ever looked at the night sky, wondered about life. Connected to every traveler who paused beneath the stars. Connected to every dreamer who found comfort in their quiet light. The stars belong to all of us, and tonight they are keeping watch. The hour passed gently, without urgency, without pressure. The moon rises higher. Its reflection stretches across the lake like a silver path. A path leading nowhere and everywhere at once. You follow it with your eyes, watching it shimmer upon the water, watching it dancing with every tiny wave. The sight is mesmerizing, calming, almost dreamlike. Your eyelids begin to feel heavier now. The sound around you grows softer, more distant, as though the night is slowly inviting you towards sleep. You no longer need to focus on the stars. You no longer need to follow every night and every thought. You no longer need to stay awake. The lake will remain here. The stars will remain here. The breeze will continue moving gently through the grass. Everything is taken care of. Everything is exactly where it belongs, and you can rest. You can allow your thoughts to drift like clouds across the night sky, appearing, changing shape, disappearing once more. No need to follow them, no need to hold on. Simply let them pass. The sky knows how to hold them. The night knows how to carry them. The lake knows how to reflect them. You only need to rest, and so you lie quietly beneath the endless stars, feeling the cool summer breeze, feeling the gentle earth beneath you, feeling safe, feeling calm, feeling wonderfully small beneath the vastness of the universe, not insignificant, simply free. Free from carrying the weight of everything, free from needing all the answers, free to simply exist. The stars shine above, the water moves below. The night holds you gently. And somewhere between the sound of the lake and the whisper of the breeze, sleep begins to arrive. Softly, naturally, like a boat returning to shore, like a feather settling upon still water, like the final light fading from the horizon. Your breathing becomes slower, steadier, calmer. The stars continue shining. The lake continues dreaming. And now it is time for you to dream as well. Good night.